Okay, we're back. We got the top cut out for the toilet. We pre-cut some wrapping paper. And I'm going to start wrapping it around the side like this. I'm not going to put wrapping paper on the bottom because there's really no need to, because it's just going to sit there. So if I can get Chloe to give me some tape, we'll start at this corner. Thank you, Chloe. Go ahead and keep giving me some more pieces, please. Thank you. Okay, when we get it started, we just keep following that edge around. Thank you. And we just kind of, just put a couple pieces of tape along just to kind of help fasten it down. We can come back later and really tape it down like we can finish it that way. I must have got going a little crooked here, but which is fine. Well, it's not perfectly cut. So I just bunch up the paper a little bit. Not that big a deal. Thank you. Okay. Now, finish running it around the back. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, we didn't quite make it all the way, but we have some more paper that we can finish that out with. Now we just cut it down with the scissors. We ended up like this, and you just kind of need to trim it ever so often, because we're going to wrap all those over the edge and tape them up good, so it'll just cover it all, make it white. So we will start doing that. I like to cut straight down the edge where the counter sink is at. Right here, where the tank counter sinks in there. I like to follow those lines with the first cuts. All right, now those can fold in. Well, that one can. This one I need to cut right at the corner so that it folds perfectly. And then it folds in nicely, like that. Then ever so far along here, I'll make that first one a little wider. And you don't want to cut all the way to the bottom, because you kind of, well, I guess you can. It'll kind of overlap itself, but it's not a perfect science getting this to bend around that corner. So you kind of got to overlap it and press down and put some tape on it, and it'll form fit. It'll end up pretty nicely. Now I like to leave that a little bigger, because I will come back and trim this where that hole is, because I'm going to have to cut an extra piece to cover this and make it white. So then you just start wrapping it around here. This one I probably better cut a little closer, just so we can get a real good bend on it. Get it along the back here. All right, Chloe, I need some tape. And we just tape it down and we start around the box. Now, this comes into the corner, so I want to make a relief cut. Right into the corner. Just like that, so I can fold this one down and fold this one down, so it covers it up nicely. And then we'll put some tape on it, get some tape on this piece, and we'll underfold it. Okay, thank you. Get some tape on this one, underfold it. All right, now we just keep on around here, which these tails don't need to be that long, so you can trim them off. Thank you. Get it bent over top, wrap it under, and you just continue all the way around until you get it covered and taped up. And as soon as we get that done, we'll come back and we'll show you the next step. Okay, we got it all wrapped up. Sides, we didn't wrap the bottom obviously. It's easier to wrap the wrapping paper around there when we don't wrap the bottom. So we have the side done, we have the tank done, and we will position this tank on here and we will tape it on there. Well, I'll put some tape underneath to support this, and I'll tape it on the inside, and then I'll tape some on the back, this back corner. So we'll get that all taped on there, and then we'll come back and we'll show you how we're gonna trace out this lid and get it built. Be right back. Okay, we used the toilet. We turned it upside down on here. I traced out the outside edge of the toilet is this outer line. I then traced a line inside of that because I don't want my lid to go clear to the outside. I want it to be in just a little ways. Makes it look a lot better. I drew this line across here because I don't want to be beyond the back edge here when we tape our hinge on there. So, Chloe, if I can have the scissors, we'll cut this out. And actually, I'll have Chloe cut that out. And when we cut that out, I'm going to use that for the lid. But I want some depth to the lid. So we're going to use that same chunk of cardboard, and we're going to cut probably 3/4 of an inch strips out of the cardboard. And we're going to use that for a rim around that lid to give it some depth, make it fairly thick. And we're going to get all this stuff cut out, and we'll be right back, and we will show you how we're going to put it together. Okay, we got the lid cut out. We left the back piece of it attached so we could bend it down. So we had a start of an edge. And then we cut these strips that we are going to roll around the front of this lid and tape them on there, okay? And here again with the strips, just like the front of the toilet, I'm going to use the table and just break the cardboard down so it'll go ahead and wrap nicely around the front and kind of shape to the lid. And we'll have to trim these straps down to because they're not exactly the right length to form it around the front, but we'll get it going. So Chloe, hand me a piece of tape. Put a piece of tape right on that corner. Yep, perfect. Good job. All right, keep handing me some tape. And then as we roll this around, we will just continue to tape it. And we'll roll a little bit. We'll keep doing it with this small Scotch tape. And then as soon as we get it tacked in place with the Scotch tape, then we'll maybe hit it with the packing tape. But we'll kind of just see how it holds together, because it might do all right. And then we're going to wrap it also with white paper. And if you keep it up on the edge there, it'll help form itself. If you don't get it below the surface, keep it against the edge. It'll help form it nicely around here. Okay. See, and that one just almost made it. Just had a little bit left over. So we can take what little bit we have left over, kind of mark it where we want it, and cut it with the scissors. And we can go ahead and tape it on here. You're going to have your fingers all stuck together, Chloe. And it don't have to be perfect. We're going to wrap it with paper, and it's not going to look perfect. It's a Valentine box. We're not building a piano. That's what my grandpa always said. We're not building a piano. I always thought that was funny. When I was a kid, I never really understood it. But now that I'm old and wise, I understand it. Okay, there it is. Now, we're going to wrap it with wrapping paper. That's pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to stop there. We're going to wrap this up, and we're going to come back and we're going to show you how we attach it. Okay? We got the lid wrapped up, and it's just a process. Just fold it around there and keep rolling it to keep it tight. Tape it up nice. We got her wrapped up, so last thing left to do is position it on the toilet where you want it. And I'm going to kind of line these back seams up because I'm going to put tape just right here to make a little hinge out of tape. And then we'll be done. So we will go ahead and get a piece of packing tape cut. We'll get a piece of tape on there and we'll be right back. All right, we got our tape done. Turned out really good. The lid opens up, put the Valentines in here, lid closes. You can even flush it if you want. But it's done. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Good job, guys. Give me some fives. Good job. See you later.
Happy Valentine's Day.